everyone. As you may notice, there's no PowerPoint. It's intentional. Today I'd like to give you guys a speech that's solely based upon the needs, the wants, our mutual desires, a desire for a good future. I think we'd all like to have a good future. So I'm just going to go over briefly some things that you've already known. The problem is, people are dying by vehicles. They're dying by vehicles needlessly. People driving unsafe on the road. There's no one out there delegating who can drive safe and who can't because no one's paying attention. How often have you been in traffic and you've seen somebody zip by and said, man, I hope that guy gets caught. But they don't get caught. You drive down the road, you don't see them pulled over. I'd like to make that change happen. And I think we can do it together. What we can do with this change is we can get more police on the road. More police on the road means those people are going to get caught more often. Everybody who gets caught, that's one more person who says, hey, I'm not going to do this tomorrow. Maybe I won't even do it next week. The more often people get caught, the less often they're going to need to be caught. Because everybody's going to be thinking about it more often. They're going to be thinking about, what am I going to do when I'm on the road? Am I going to be polite to other people? Am I going to drive safely? Or am I going to drive recklessly? Am I going to be ignorant of all the other people that I'm around? If there's more police on the road, people are going to pay attention. Not just because they want to be safe for themselves and keep themselves from getting a ticket, keep themselves from losing their car, going to jail, but they're also thinking about their own loved ones now. They're realizing that, hey, if I'm driving this crazy and somebody has to pull me over to tell me I should stop driving this crazy, maybe I should think about what would happen if I hit somebody while driving like this. And so more often we're going to see people being more conscientious about their driving skills, their intentions when they're on the road, and what they're going to do. To make this happen, we're currently in the process of passing a bill. This is a bill that will affect the entire United States. We're not going to affect the rest of the world. Maybe someday, maybe we can lead by example by doing this. But by passing this bill, we're going to provide people an automatic way of defending themselves against people who are driving recklessly. What this bill entails is simply to have more police on the roads. That sums it up pretty simply. To be more specific, we're going to have at least one police officer for every 200 cars that goes down a road. Now, you might think that's not really a big change, but if you think about those times when there's high traffic and you see literally thousands of cars on that road, think about how many more police officers are going to be able to respond to an emergency now. And on those roads where they're quiet, and you see maybe one car every couple hours, one police car is going to be able to be just fine. They're still going to have at least one police car on that road. They're not going to be abandoned now and say, hey, those cops are all busy. No, they're also going to have a police officer. And these police officers, these are going to be trained for traffic violations. That means that they're not going to be some drug squad person who's going to, when they pull somebody over, pull their gun out and say, get out of the car. They're not going to be in that mentality. They're going to be in the mentality of, let's get this person aware of their actions and make sure that they are aware of what's going on around them. That's what these police officers are going to be trained for. Now, what I need you guys to do, since you guys are eager to help me out and help yourselves out and help all of us out, is there's two things. Number one, we need to encourage people to help pass this bill. We need more people to say, yes, let's go ahead and make this happen. Yes, it will cost money. But guess what? Those people are out there, the people that have the money. We just need to convince them to make the change. So we need all of our voices talking to all of our friends, all of our neighbors, talking to people on the street, talking to people at schools, talking to people at churches. Let them know. This is a simple change we can make together. It'll make the roads safer. It'll make us a lot happier. Give us a much happier future. I'd like you guys to consider this and also the option of just simply going to those booths. When those votes are going down and people are saying, well, who do I vote for? What do I say? Do I say yes? Do I say no? I don't know what this bill's about. Let them know. We've got signs ready. We've already got all the locations set up where the booths are going to be for people to vote on this. So all you have to do is just simply show up, be ready to be eager, let them know what they have to do. Let them know what choice they have to make to protect their future. If we do this, it'll be a simple change. You won't have to think about the actions of the future because we'll already be taking care of it today. Please help me do this for all of our sakes. Thank you.